Hi guys, so as you can see, I'm currently in our classroom for what is probably going to be the last time in a while. And I wanted to go ahead and make a quick kickoff video to just kind of like loop you guys into what's happening and kind of just start to get this digital communication window open. It's currently Monday, and I have spent the day thinking about, both with myself and with the rest of the faculty, what MAVVERIC is going to look like and how we want to try and make this as effective as possible for as many people as possible. So I wanted to let you guys know that you'll be getting a lot of videos from me, not necessarily of me talking, but some like this. But in particular, we will be trying to go for a lot of videos that explain concepts, particularly with integration. We're going to be starting with some more integration concepts over the next couple of weeks, and that will include handouts and sort of digital handouts the way I've been giving them in person in class, as well as some video walkthroughs of various concepts. All of that will be coupled with practice and, of course, with actual live like instruction and feedback and problem solving. So my goal is that you all have resources to study and learn and practice on your own that allows you to prep and think about these things, so that we can come back together and I can answer questions, I can do live demos. I've actually worked out a way to mirror my iPad to a Zoom call so everyone can call in, ask questions, and actually I can write out in real time answers, much like I would on a whiteboard in class. So my goal is that we kind of translate as seamlessly as possible, especially through these first couple of weeks as we finish up integration, and really think more about integration as a concept and practicing our skills there. Once we're done with integration, we'll be moving on to some other physics concepts, and I currently have a big box of exciting things that I just got together from here. My goal is that I can take these things, some of the force sensors, a go motion, a couple of other fun things, and ideally put together some demos for you guys and hopefully find some experiments you guys can do yourselves using household items. So as far as the physics portion of this goes, I have some ideas. I am as always open to suggestions. If anyone has anything they would love to talk about, please let me know. I'll repost the comment box to Edsby on our new class pages so everyone has access to that. So that's kind of the plan coming up. In case you're curious as to why this is happening, I know you guys have all been in tune with coronavirus and you guys are great about informing yourselves, but I actually have a personal favorite graph on the situation, which I will show right now. What this graph is showing us is the death rate in St. Louis and Philadelphia during the 1918 Spanish influenza. If you haven't seen this graph yet, take a minute and just kind of absorb it. So what's going on here is that we see in Philadelphia this huge spike in the death rate, how many people are dying per people who have the Spanish influenza. It's a much slower curve in St. Louis, and this is exactly what people talk about when they talk about flattening the curve, and this is why we're not in school today. In Philadelphia during 1918, there was a parade for the World War I effort that drew 200,000 people throughout Philadelphia, all to the same space to watch this parade. When that happened, Spanish influenza numbers completely spiked. Every hospital bed was taken up with someone who had the flu, and the entire healthcare system was completely overwhelmed. St. Louis, on the other hand, took this as a sign that they should social distance, is what we now call it, and St. Louis immediately, within a few days of the first case being confirmed there, closed schools and churches and meeting spaces, banned gatherings of more than 20 people, a lot of the similar measures we're seeing happening right now with coronavirus. And you can see the result of this is that we get a much less steep curve for a longer time. And what this is doing, what this flattening the curve is doing, is it's essentially buying us all time. The goal is to not overwhelm the healthcare system. The goal is to have beds that are still open, and the goal is to be able to treat those who need to be treated. So if we can keep the virus from spreading so fast, we can maintain the ability to have our death rate stay low. So fewer beds being occupied, more healthcare going to those who need it, and no one going without. And that is the goal. So even though you guys might think it's silly to social distance, or you might not fully understand the implications of that, it is a huge deal. So just because you're not coming to school doesn't mean you should just go on living your lives. I know I plan on staying inside a lot, other than for necessities, and I would highly recommend you all do the same. We're going to make the best of a bad situation. I'm hoping to try and keep this as interesting as possible, and my goal is that we make MAVVERIC amazing and the best it can possibly be. So sort of to recap, we're going to start with integration, then do some science stuff. I want anyone who has ideas about what to do to fill out the comment box that's going to be posted to Edsby. And finally, please do finish up those RUBE GOLDBERG surveys that I posted this weekend. Those have been extraordinary to read for me, and about half of you have already responded. If you haven't responded, please do so. I'm going to bump that homework over to the new trimester so that everyone still sees it on their Edsby as incomplete and remembers to finish that up. As always, my inbox is open. I'm more than happy to chat with anyone over email or over Zoom call or any other kind of video conferencing if you guys have questions, comments, or concerns, and I will see all of you on Wednesday or Thursday. Bye, guys. Okay, also, I almost forgot. I was able to go through and take a lot of the photos and videos I had taken through the whole RUBE GOLDBERG process and put them together into some pretty cool video montages. So if you guys are starting to miss each other already, I know I am starting to miss you all already, that is a great thing to check out to feel happy and warm and fuzzy and to celebrate the amazing work you all did last trimester. So I will post links to those on Edsby. Please enjoy.